Hey everybody, today we're here in Summerville, Georgia for the Cowboys Western Heritage Festival. And today there's supposed to be a steam engine coming into town. And I didn't know this before today when I got here, but they actually have a roundabout in this town where they turn around the locomotive engines. So we're going to try to take a look at that and see how that's done. And I'm actually looking forward to that because I've never seen that before. But anyway, I'll show you around a little bit what's going on here at the festival. It has been raining for the past few days, and I do know a lot of things that were supposed to be here have been canceled. So it's not going to be as big of an event as was originally planned, but hopefully we'll get to see that train turn around and y'all enjoy this. All right, let's go take a look around. Here's a look at the, I guess you'd call the main part of town here. See, the courthouse says 1909 on it there. As I'm headed down here to the, I guess so, the train depot, you can see they got a little green space here in the middle with benches and things where you can come and relax. I got a scarecrow here. It says, "Hello, my name is Scarecrow Joe, leader of the scarecrows." So, okay. As we're getting down here closer, I see they've got a few more scarecrows scattered around down here. And there's the depot down there. As you can see, they've got some festival tents set up down here. And it is kind of drizzling rain right now. So I guess that's kind of keeping away a lot of people too, but I think they had some things scheduled that aren't going to happen due to the rain. But as you can see here, there's a little creek going through town. And they built a little deck out here with rocking chairs for the, I guess, citizens of Summerville to enjoy and sit here by the creek. I see they got some tents set up over there, like from maybe the Civil War, and I see a couple of cowboys over there. Okay, here's the front of the Summerville depot. And as you can see, they got more fall decorations up there. And here's the back side of the depot where the passengers would board, and also loading docks down there. Okay, here's a look inside the depot here. It looks like maybe that's where you would have bought your tickets at years ago there at that window there. They got some, I guess, period correct merchandise in here. Not merchandise, but like cash registers, things from back in the era there. There's a set of old scales. They do have some pictures in here from years past. Here's from 1915. I guess this area in the depot here is where they would have stored goods that were going to be loaded onto the trains years ago. Now they got a lot of, I guess, festival booths set up in here, different crafts and things. Okay, here's the back walkway here on the back. And there's railing up here now. I'm sure years ago this probably wasn't here. This was probably just open so they could just load the train when it came in. But here's the steps over here where the passengers would have went down to get on the train. Probably been a lot of people went down through here over the years. Got a lot more fall decorations out here on the back. Okay, here's a better look at the depot from across the tracks here. But the train should be coming in from that direction, and I'm going to try to get it coming in here in a minute. Now there is an old building over here. It's just across the tracks from the depot, but it says Taylor Mercantile Company. And I'm sure over the years a lot of people would get off the train and come to that mercantile store that was there at one time. Okay, I see a light in the distance down there. And I'm thinking that might be the train headed this way. And you can see the steam rising from the locomotive from here.
Okay, Summerville, Georgia. The train is beginning to approach at First Street, Cowboys, and Summerville, Georgia. We're going to get ready to welcome the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum passenger train. We have about 93 passengers on board. Please make sure as the train approaches the depot, keep all of your children at least 5 foot away from the edge of the rails for safety purposes. Make sure that we live up to our Friendship Capital of the World title as this train approaches and give them a warm Summerville, Georgia welcome when they approach. So let's get ready, clearing the tracks, 5 foot away from the tracks, and we'll get ready to welcome in the train.
I'm zoomed in a pretty good bit here, so it's hard to keep it steady. But it looks like they are switching the tracks up there so he can move over to the rail there on the left to come in close to the station. So that's what the switchman you see walking around down there is doing right now, it looks like. I'm trying to hold the camera steady, but at this zoom, if I make any movement at all, it kind of goes crazy. I don't want to miss it when it starts to take off. We got a whistle there. Okay, there he goes. Now he's moving. This is a scene that countless people would have seen in years gone by. All right, well there it is, just came to a stop. I think the train up there, the engine will disconnect and go on to there's actually a turntable up there, and or a round table, whichever one you want to call it, but I think he was going to disconnect and go up there and turn around the train while the passengers disembark here. Yeah, that was quick. I tried to walk down here so I could get him, detach him from the rest of the train, but I didn't make it in time. He's already detached, and see, he's pulling down to the next switch down there, and he's going to switch over to the other track here and back up. I will try to get that. You can see the switch man out there right now. He just switched tracks, it looks like. Okay, now he is backing up, and I'm going to switch down here. You can see where the tracks switch right here. They'll come right here, and they'll switch those tracks so they can move over to the other side. He actually moves pretty quick here for. Okay, you see him backed up there, and he passed that switch right there, as you can see. And I think the arrows show which way the switch is turned currently. Now the switch man is walking up there, and he's going to switch directions on that track so he can move over to the side track. All right, now the train should be able to proceed. I'm trying to move down a little bit so I can get him down here. That is loud when you're standing here next to it. Now over here is the turntable or roundabout, and I've got up on the little hill overlook so I could get the train pulling up on that. And it looks like there's a railroad worker that he's going to unlock the gates going into the roundabout there. A lot of people gathered around to watch this. And I'm waiting for the train to start, but the railroad worker, he unlocked it. Now it looks like he's going to get in the little booth over there, which I would imagine you control the turntable from. All right, there he goes. Okay, he just has rolled on to the roundabout there, or the front end has anyway. I've never seen this before, and they say there are only a few left in the United States where they still turn around steam locomotives like this. I think I read that this turntable is 100 feet long, and the train and the coal car just barely do fit on there, it looks like. And there it goes. There are electric motors now that are turning this, but I don't know if that's the way it would have been many years ago. I don't know if they had some other way, like mules or something, that would have to pull it and turn it or what, but today it's controlled by electric motors. Okay, and just like that, it's turned around. As you can see, more of a crowd is gathered around to watch the train turn around here on the turntable. And the turntable over here, he's actually turning it back around to its original position, I guess, so that the cab that they ride in there when they, I guess, enter the gate again is going to be on the side they need to be on there. As you can see it turn around there with no train on it. Now the engine down there, he's going past the train, and he will go past it down to the other switch station, and he will switch back over to the other track and back up and hook up to the rail cars going the other direction now. And get a look in there before he closes those gates up.
Oh, this one's much quicker. Ours at East Chattanooga, it's a balance table, so you got to find just the right spot. This one, though, it's not a balance. It's got wheels at both ends. It's one of the fastest turntables I've ever seen. So it's crazy how fast.
Now, according to the signage here, the turntable's not always been here. It used to be in Birmingham, Alabama, and it was discontinued use in the, I guess, late 1990s 100 somewhere. Don't really have an exact date, but anyway, in 2003 it was brought here to Summerville, and now it's used by the Tennessee Valley Railroad, and they do excursions from Chattanooga. I think Chattanooga's maybe 25, 30 miles away from here. So that's what it's used for now. Now, since this is an old steam locomotive and it turns water into steam for the pressure to power the train, they are taking on water, as you can see over there. And whereas years ago there would be a water tank above where they would just open the valve and let it empty in, now, let me see if I can get a shot over. There's actually got a hose hooked to a fire hydrant over there that is feeding into the train there. Now they're putting the water into the coal car back there in the back. I imagine there's some type of storage system in there, because I can see lines, going from the coal car to the engine. And as you can see, he is up there actually shoveling in coal. So this really is an old steam locomotive. Really interesting. Now, I don't know what he's doing there right now, but it looks like maybe the cinders or something from the firebox is falling down in there, and he might be cleaning that out. But again, I know very little about steam engines, other than I think they're cool. Looks like that bell is actually just operated very simply off of a cord, but it looks like there's some type of hydraulic assist on there somehow that is I think he's satisfied with that. It looks like he is disconnecting the water lines now, and they probably had it on there for about 30 minutes or so. Now, as they're putting away the water lines, I can see some people in the period of hire down there walking down the track. Now I can't get down there to where they're at, but on the other end, now the train is pulled down and they have switched tracks again, and he is going to back up there to the train and hook up again there. You can see the, I guess the railroad worker there motioning him to come on back. Well, they've started reboarding the train here now, and it looks like it's getting ready to leave as the engine's already hooked up now. They've had some tents and things set up here, I guess like it would have been during the Civil War. Something that says 30th Georgia Infantry on that box there. There's a teepee style tent. So there's a lot of people in attire from back in the day. And they also had a Brunswick stew and chili cook-off festival. You could pay $5 and you could go around and get a sample of chili and Brunswick stew from all the different booths that were set up here. If you're here on the platform, you can see in the cars there pretty good, all the passengers. This car here must be the snack bar, because I can see a Coca-Cola cooler in there and everything. Well, he blew the whistle, so I was thinking he was about to pull off, but there's still cars crossing the road down there in front of him, so I don't know. There it goes, pulling away from the station. And we got Now down here between the railroad depot and where the roundabout is, or the turnaround, or turntable, I don't know what I should call it. But anyway, between the two, there's an old cabin that was actually built in the 1840s. And it wasn't originally on this side, it was somewhere on Highway 27. And when they widened Highway 27, they had to remove or tear down this old cabin. So they decided to take it apart and move it here to this site here, this in Summerville, and there's a little park on the other side of it. Let me let you have a look at this cabin a little bit. Now you can see that even though it wasn't built on this site, I'm glad that they brought it in and they put it on these big rock pillars like it would have been when it was originally built. I'm glad they didn't build a concrete foundation and just sit it on there. And this is just really neat. I like when they preserve old buildings and things like this. And even on the roof, it still has the old shake type shingles where they would split wood and use that to make shingles out of it years ago. And you can see the old either axe or hatchet marks there in the front board there on the porch when it was built. Of course, this on top, I think it's 5/4 decking they put for the porch there now. Or it looks like it could be. It looks like it's got a rounded edge, but anyway, the structure itself is still the old logs that were original to the cabin. And it says this is the Cooey House, built in the early 1840s by Andrew Sellen Cooey, if I'm saying that last name correctly. Okay, it says it was moved to this spot here in Summerville in 1995. Okay, if you're ever down here in Summerville, I'm at the roundabout right now. And I don't know why I keep calling it roundabout. I guess I think it's actually called a turntable, but it could be called a roundabout. But anyway, on the other side of this now, from the way I'm looking, is the depot. But behind me on the other side of it, there is a city park here that has a gazebo and playground in it and everything. And I see several picnic tables with little grills built in there beside of them. So they do have a nice little picnic area here and park. Well, everybody, that's our video for today here from Summerville, Georgia. I hope you enjoyed seeing the train get turned around and seeing how that works, because I enjoyed seeing it. I've never seen that done before, and I've heard about it, but it's just different when you get to see it. And it was also good to see an old steam locomotive engine that really was a lot of them that you see like at amusement parks and stuff. They've been retrofitted with I guess natural gas and different things to heat the water if it's still steam locomotive. But this one, I saw a guy in there still shoveling coal into it, so it was still an old-fashioned steam locomotive, and it was good to see that. But again, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're not a subscriber, I would appreciate if you would give us a thumbs up and subscribe. And hopefully you'll join us on some more adventures. We go around and see things we've never seen before. But anyway, again, thanks for watching. I hope that all of y'all are blessed. And until next time, we'll see.